All right. Hold on 1 second.
Ladies and gentlemen, late bloomers and GLB Productions, What in the Hell Just Fell, proudly presents to you the main man, Audi. We got Chris Hines behind him, and they got me, that boy CT, and we are the three not so wise men talking wrestling. And if you're not down with that, we got two words for you. Okay, Ian? Oh, yeah.
I am on it. All right.
But yes, we are here doing another episode number 8 of the Three Not So Wise Men Talking Wrestling. We're doing this a little bit early because I got a new job. What's up, kids? I got a new job, so I'm trying to work within my job to do this.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, normally we are recording on Tuesday, but today is Monday. We are actually recording right now as Raw is going on, so we may have some updates as it happens. Yeah,
right now we got Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship. Yep, they already going at it.
Think they're gonna give Becky Bianca the title, so Becky and Charlotte don't have to wrestle each other at Survivor Series.
And how
they should embrace the heat.
They definitely should just let Bianca just have the title.
Common sense was so common, they would just call it sense.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. But yeah, today has been a busy day for all of us, and we are recording now with Raw. We got Chris telling us the updates, and let's see where we want to start, because we used to have a joke on recording early. We wouldn't be able to bash on Raw, but now we can bash on it live.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, bash on
probably not for 3 hours, because
oh god, no.
No, we're definitely not doing 3 hours. But do we really bash on Raw like that?
No, because we just don't talk about it as much.
Yeah.
That's fair. All right. But where we want to start talking today, we talked about Raw last week. I think that everybody should talk about Dynamite. That's the starting point this go around.
No, let's just start with the complete downer first. Start with ROH. And how, as of right now, as everyone knows, they are ending after the end of, I want to say, the year up until around March time. They've already told everybody that, hey, we're not bringing you back, which I do believe they're going to bring some people back. They're just going to renegotiate their contracts. But also, word is ROH is trying to sell their complete library as well. So that is Kevin Owens, early Seth Rollins, early Daniel Bryan. It's a lot of people who we watch right now on Dynamite or in AEW and WWE, who that's where they really got their start. So that whole library is going up, and that is a good amount of money for that library.
Yeah, that definitely seems like it would be a lot of money because of the star power in the early years. That is quality, right?
That's an NFT to have.
Yeah. But it's like the rumors is that Tony Khan is in talks with purchasing Ring of Honor. That has been the rumor that has been going on. I actually wouldn't put that past him for that. Just think about, he's been trying to create a streaming service that gives you all of the catalog of AEW. And they only been around for 3 years. And a lot of their stuff has been shoot, they started in October 2019. Then you had the COVID year of 2020.
Yeah.
And so now people are just coming to starting to go back live. So their catalog will be unique. But
they have so many good matches that people just can't see right now because I don't think they make like DVDs. I don't think they do like the videotapes because I mean, who really does? That is a mother. Woo! I didn't do it. No, that is. We need to bring back the videotapes of like certain matches or certain shows. Like, because that used to be the way like collectors would do it. They would share videotapes. We might not have to do videotapes, we can do DVDs, but there's some way that we can make like, oh, you haven't seen this Dynamite match? Yo, I got on it right here. There you go.
And that's what I'm saying about Ring of Honor. If AEW purchased Ring of Honor and all of this catalog, just think of how many times they can say to Vince every time they try to do a Seth Rollins big match and say, oh yeah, they did that in Ring of Honor here. Like let's celebrate the purchase of Ring of Honor with Seth Rollins versus Bryan Danielson or Seth Rollins and Kevin.
Or they probably have, because Adam Cole was there.
Yeah.
And Bobby Fish, they probably have some old Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. I don't know why I keep calling him Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. Kevin Owens versus Bryan Danielson.
Sami Zayn or El Genetico versus enter name.
All of these WWE rosters.
CM Punk.
Mm-hmm. But I feel like one of the reasons why ROH is going out of business is because they had the best business practice. I won't say technically best business practice, but they had the best interest in the superstars. Where when got fired, everybody had to do testing when all the other companies weren't mandating, and I think they still probably do. And then people who have even longer contracts, they're still paying till like about March time. So, I have to give it up to them for ROH for thinking about the wrestlers and not necessarily about the business. But I know with them being bought by Sinclair, media company, which don't get me started on these media companies and how they're all owned by the same 3 companies, but that's for another story. But they just had to look at the books and like, yo, we spent so much money over this pandemic and we didn't make it back in return. So I understand now why ROH is doing what they're doing. Still sucks, but I understand.
Yeah.
It sucks. And they did say, hey, y'all got free reign to go wherever y'all want to go.
Immediately. And
AEW did pick up a couple of them quickly. Like from what I heard, they picked up a couple. I'm not familiar with Ring of Honor because I lost my access when I cut the cord, so I haven't really had a chance to really watch them. Yeah, they were on Access, right?
I believe so.
Yeah. So, but to see for them to go on a hiatus and to hear that they're selling and knowing the type of competition that is out there, I believe that if Sinclair does business right, it's probably going to go to AEW. But I believe that Vince is in the background trying to get some of that catalog too. So,
oh yeah.
But as he also said, he says, "Hey, my bank account is bigger than theirs." So,
but I mean, yes. It's a money thing, but ROH, no, I see ROH being more petty with AEW because AEW is practically I'm not going to say put them out of business, but they took all the top people from ROH for the most part. Word is.
Yeah.
So I can see AEW or ROH being petty and like, no, we don't want to sell to you, but I also don't see them being petty as well. It just depends, because I know Vince McMahon would be petty.
Definitely.
Vince would be petty as fuck. But no, I think we're further than 10 minutes in.
I think Vince would just buy it just so Tony wouldn't have it.
Right. But like, yeah, I think petty enough to do that.
I think WWE owns some of Impact's video.
I'm not.
Yeah. When AJ came in, they brought some of Impact's tapes back then,
and they haven't used not near one of it.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I mean,
which I don't see why WWE would want their catalog like to promote. They barely promoted Seth Rollins when he was in NXT.
That's true. They don't even count Charlotte's NXT title reign as part of her like
18 or 16 or whatever the hell she got.
That's funny. But they are out of touch. WWE tends to be out of touch, or let me just say it more properly, they do things their way. So
we do. Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to mess that song up.
Okay. So yeah, Ring of Honor. I hope that it actually, when it comes back, they hit the ground running, because it's nice to have another. Oh shoot!
What?
But if that solves the issue with if AEW buys it and it helps with the issue of Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Because
there's a lot of talent.
Yeah, it's not, and I'm not even just talking about the talent wise. If they have TBS TNT and they get access, I think the media company would see that as a plus on their side.
Well, no, because TNT owns Rampage, and I feel like TNT is a lot bigger than Sinclair. So, but the NBA and all of the rights goes towards ESPN and Disney, but you see them also on TNT. Or Universal owns WWE, but Fox is using it too. So it's like there's like it's weird on who actually owns like what with the WWE, because they got the USA Network and Fox Sports, but I feel like those are just to broadcast those shows. And then NBC owns the rights for all WWE programming.
Yeah, NBC is Universal, and Universal owns USA.
Okay.
So that's where that was. And people had the rumor of them trying to sell with Disney. Fox is owned by Disney now. And like I said, I don't remember when, they was trying to get their foot in the door with Disney for years. And it's a partnership because of Disney's merchandising and all of the things that they got going on. I believe that if Universal looked at that and said, oh, we can get some of Disney money? All right, cool. We can make that work. So if Access can say, hey, we can get some of that TNT or that what is it, TBS money, that AEW money, it will be beneficial to us, but we'll also give them a place where they can,
call it Rampage of Honor.
Ooh.
You could still have.
It's like a pay-per-view though.
But no, I was also thinking, because that's something that wasn't on the list right now.
So my friend sent me something about mini tacos, and I'm hungry now again.
Yeah, but Rampage and people walking out, like.
Okay, so with that, you have to realize that's almost like a 5, 6, maybe 7 hour like event.
Oh yeah. I've been to a couple of those events, and yeah.
How long was it when you went? Because I still haven't been to a taping yet.
All right, the taping starts at 5. Okay, I mean, no, the doors open at 5. Taping starts at 6. So that is the elevation and the dark.
Yeah.
So I went the week before they started Rampage, right? So what they used to do was they used to do AEW Dark and then AEW Dark Elevation or the AEW Elevation. They separated them between the crowds in the beginning and the end. So it's 6 o'clock Dark, 7 and 8. 7 and 8 would be Dynamite, and I'm saying this from Central Time. So
yeah.
Okay. So 7 and 8 is Dynamite, and then from 8 to 9 is Rampage. So from 5 to 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's 4 hours of just wrestling. And it is tiring, especially when you see how they put the matches together and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like some of the dark stuff that is exciting. You get hyped when you see Jurassic Express early before the taping, and then you got all the big shit that is going on, and they tell you beforehand, hey, stay after Dynamite because we have Bryan Danielson wrestling against Bobby Fish. And so now people like, oh shit, I want to watch that. And so,
right.
But now they added like it's hours. It's another hour of taping for that. So
Rampage isn't always live.
No, it's not.
Nope.
So how to curve that, I would say, would be you just have Rampage, you shoot it like a regular show where you have the smaller matches in the beginning and then you have the main event, like as Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson versus fill in the blank. Well, all you have to do is when in editing, I don't know how much they have with editing or their editing crew or whatnot, is just cut that to the end of the show. Like, it's really all you have to do. And then
put that first match because they're heavy because they want people to actually stay for that match. And let that heavy match that they start with first be edited to the end.
No, like they film it at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Papa, shut up before I smother you with so much love. Okay, so they film it at the end of the show. But when it comes on TBS, that's the first thing that they see is the match. So that way you still have the fans in there, and then you have all the fans throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what the issue is. Like, all right. It's the first thing that they see because they are taping it as, all right, after Dynamite ends, they telling y'all to stay because there's this dream match that's happening. So to get people to stay is going to be that match first. So you can still get a full audience, but people already there for three hours and they like, no, we're not staying for all of this. So
honestly, I know this sounds weird, but I would rather have the hardcore fans there for the main event. So even if people leave, you just hey everybody, this is the main event. You guys are the hardcore fans. If people aren't around ringside, you just yo, fill in. Because people are gonna want to be on TV.
Yeah.
And then you could just
the issue with that is that people, no matter how good of an idea that would be, people is like,
WWE would never do that.
It's not even that. Them niggas is tired. Like, you done went through the Halloween episode of Dynamite, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to do Britt Baker versus Abaddon. And what was the main event match? It was
that was the main event.
Yeah, so Britt Baker versus Abaddon, and then the matches after that. If people are staying for Britt Baker versus Abaddon, they are going to stay for all right, is it coming next? Because if it's not coming next, kids got school in the morning. We are driving out of Dallas into Garland, or out of Garland into Dallas. We came from all different sides of the state. We got So,
Yeah.
so it's,
But I think,
and then the aesthetics of it when you are leading heavy, even if they start walking away after that main event, the aesthetics of everybody is there for the main event match on TV gives it like that whole like, oh shit, this is a big deal. But people are not realizing that it's being recorded after Dynamite like that. But it was the last thing about how I was saying the last time, like Rampage feels like it's in a warehouse setting. Right?
Yeah.
well, yeah, because no, I think either they're filming something now in Orlando at the Universal Studios. I don't remember if it's Dark Elevation, but I feel like if they just do Dark and Elevation at Universal, they can leave that for Dynamite and Rampage just to be done by their own entities. And then you just plug in. Well, you're not even plugging in because all those things are on YouTube anyway. So
no, but if they're putting Dynamite on, I mean, if they're putting Dark Elevation on in Orlando, and that's just going to be like its little development to like how it is spot for the majority of the time, then I can see them saying, all right, we want to load up 2 big matches. We want people to come in early. So we're going to do a match, and then we're going to have one main eventer and then do another main event at the end of the night for that last hour. I can do that. But that's where I was asking, like, how thinking that Ring of Honor, that whole setup, turning the Ring of Honor, like you said, into Rampage of Honor, and let that be its own standalone show. And you can add an extra hour to Friday, and then you can start an hour competition, but you got enough arsenal to withstand that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's hard because you gotta make sure that the fans get home safe. But you want them to stay for this match. Like even with me, and I know that we dragging this on long. When the first time I went to AEW, we made it early, and so I had me, my wife, and my 3 kids. So it's 5 of them. Me and Denise is excited. Sean is excited for a moment. My 18-year-old Emilio, he's like, I'm just happy to be here. My wife is excited. She's like, is this Dynamite? Is this okay? And so we're seeing the dark stuff. Then Dynamite is happening. And you know me, I'm high energy all through it. Deshaun is in his phone now because he's like, just looking like, how long is this again? And my okay, we're here. So by the end of the night,
exhausted.
Like, okay, now they got Cody talking and Orange Cassidy is out. My wife like, listen, kids got for them, and we gotta drive. You want me to just leave you here and you can just slow down?
I'm going down myself.
Yeah. So, I understand that. I went the second time. Deshaun was like, "Nah, I'm ready to go." We was trying to stay for the after. Deshaun was like, "I'm ready to go," and it's only like it's probably a couple hundred people in there still. While I'm trying to get backstage to talk to Lance Archer and trying to get people to just trying to get back there and try to say, "Hey, like try." But so. This time go around, me and Denise is going to be there at 5 and we're staying until it's done because it's just going to be us two and we're the fans. Like we're the hardcore fans.
Yeah.
Right.
Fans that like events and, they got to be considerate of that. But they also got to make a Rampage look legit. So
yeah,
it's a catch-22 for them. But honestly, that was brought up from people just saying, "Oh, there people are walking out." I don't even think AEW.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I feel like like maybe like whatever the first match is on Rampage, it's always like at least like the past couple have been like the match of the week for me.
Yeah,
because it's either Bryan Danielson and somebody, or or CM Punk.
Right. So, but yeah, and that's just to make sure that their main event looks like it's a real main event for Rampage.
Oh, and that match! Oh my God!
Shit, but even
He's talking about
buy-in was like ridiculous. Like
yeah, with Suzuki, yeah.
So yeah, but no, yeah, we can move on from this because I could talk about talk about fandom and how.
What time out with our Raw commentary, Chris? What's happening?
Yeah,
the man retains.
Okay.
She tore the turnbuckle off, and Bianca ran into it, and she rolled her up, held the tights, and she got the pinfall.
Hey, how long did that match actually last?
It was a good 20 minutes.
Oh, cool.
It's Becky and Bianca. It's Becky at least. They're not giving them like 2 minutes. Okay, they might give the Queen 2 minutes.
Whatever.
They're not giving
They had like 3 commercial breaks.
It gave Becky and Bianca 27 seconds one time, so let's not put it past.
Well, that was super messy.
I don't know, this camera, they got this 4K camera on Austin Theory. This man looks like a freaking god. So we got Austin Theory versus Rey Mysterio coming up next.
Didn't Dominic lose to Theory?
Austin Theory. Yep.
Okay, so it feels like he might be doing a program with them, and then all of a sudden, guess who's going to break up? Rey Mysterio and Dominic at Survivor Series. Calling it now.
Austin Theory in these selfies, man. He took one with the ref after he beat Dominic last week. I didn't even see that. I like this kid.
Yeah, no, Austin Theory seems kind of awesome to me.
Yeah, he good. Yeah, that's happening now. Live commentary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to stay in the realm of wrestling news, or do you want to go into to actual wrestling, like the Dynamite and everything? Because we do have BigE's interview that we can definitely talk about. Did anybody besides me listen to this?
I listened to
I didn't get a chance to.
the Breakfast Club, and then I think Hot 97 just did Do You Know White Music?
Yeah, I saw that. I got a chance to listen to that. And
I listened to that and I was like, oh, I don't know these songs.
oh man, I knew most of them.
I knew the people. I knew the artists.
I knew most of them.
I just didn't
don't like Led Zeppelin, so I didn't get Stairway to Heaven.
Oh, I did get Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah.
But that's only after they told me.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know that song.
And I was like, how do y'all not know this? Like, but yeah, no, it was weird.
It's not in my Serato.
It is. I think half of those songs were in my Serato. But I'm weird. I realized that I'm.
I have country music and rock music, but it's just Led Zeppelin was just not my thing. I'm a Linkin Park guy. I like the emo music, Fall Out Boy, Green Day, people like that.
See,
Oh.
and me, I am a Beatles, Queen.
Ew. Queen's cool.
To the Beatles?
I don't like the Beatles.
That's because you only heard the bubblegum bullshit that they have.
No, because
Okay, let's turn to a music podcast.
Birch on NXT,
No, this is the Beatles.
he hates the Beatles, and he's British. He hates the Beatles. He thinks they are hot garbage.
Okay, and I will ask him, hey, I don't care that you British. Songs have you listened to the medley where they just did 4 songs at one time and everything just carried?
He's from Britain. Of course he's probably was.
Wait,
Bloody hell, the Beatles are amazing. Ringo, Dingo, and Fringo.
You from Detroit. How many Esham songs do you know?
How many what?
Esham songs do you know? That's my point. And he's a legend in Detroit. Yeah, okay then. So
where did I grow up? Indiana.
Do you how many Street Lord songs do you know?
My mom was a pastor, so it wasn't me being able to listen to rap music, okay? The closest I got was listening to like NSYNC and Usher, and then it started to transition to me listening to those some D's on that bitch.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. How many Aretha Franklin songs you know?
I know. If I hear it, I know
it. Yeah.
Because y'all heard it in passing, so it's stuck with you. That's what I'm saying. He probably heard Beatles songs in passing, but if I could get him to sit down and listen to the Magical Mystery Tour,
and
matter of fact, we're gonna do a live video of that.
Oh Lord.
I think
listen to
Benny Birch. I think he knows music.
Listen, we gonna have this conversation. You can as a guest next time, and we could.
The next time I get to talk to him, I will ask him like, "Hey, can you tell me about the Beatles?"
Yesterday, one of the greatest love songs ever. Even though it was a heartbreak song, even Frank Sinatra said that. That's old Blue Eyes. He got his own phrase of "Let me be Frank." Okay, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Let's get back to this BigE interview. Now that I guess it's a segue because we've been talking about music, and he was on.
And we aren't a music podcast, by the way.
We're not.
That's three not so wise men supposed to be talking wrestling.
Supposed to be. Here we go. We just add to the title.
Yes. Add that for this episode.
But no, in BigE's conversation, he was talking about if he's seen racism within like the WWE. He said towards him and maybe other people, he hasn't. Not like overtly.
Yeah.
I should say.
I mean, it's not going to be overtly, and I think that in this generation is going to be, if there is heavy racism around, it's going to be more subdued racism.
In NFL.
Yeah. But also, that's BigE. Have you seen that man? I mean, who's going to?
Oh, he had big TMs.
But no, and that's one of the things that I've seeing him talk, I've noticed that he is literally somebody that is comfortable in his skin and proud of who he is. I done seen too many times where people had conversation and race gets brought up, and it could be self-hatred, it could be insecurities where oh no, I don't try to look at it like that, and this, that, and the third. And, they try to stay away from Black issues, especially because there's a lot of money behind them. But in that interview, he was like, listen, I wanted people to see me like big Black guy that likes anime, that likes all this stuff. We got bright colors and everything. We gonna be ourselves. And then when, crowds, it's hard for me to look in the crowd and see somebody that looks like me and sharing a moment, because he was talking about the whole George Floyd thing. It was like, and in those moments where I'm seeing another little Black boy and a little Black girl and they're holding up Black Lives Matter stuff, it was like, we let them have their moment with their fans. Like, it's not anything wrong with being happy for the skin that you're in, and right. In a sad moment. And I done seen a lot of people, because they got money behind them,
forget where they came from.
Not even forget. You can see the shame in their face, but staying quiet because they just couldn't, oh, you can't talk about that. But like he's been the fighting champ in and outside of the ring, I guess.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'm gonna do this. This is what it's gonna be.
But he's always been like just a funny person and like a cool person. Have you seen the video when he was with AJ and Dolph and someone gave him a My Little Pony unicorn, but in his attire?
I didn't see that.
Oh, I'll send it to you guys in the chat, but it's hilarious. And even like then, you could always see just like his personality where I'm not going to say he's not that big, scary guy, because if he's coming towards me, because he did play sports, I would run.
Yeah.
But he, again, like you said, he's comfortable in the skin, and that's just what people love about BigE.
Yeah.
And then he also brought up like how some people might need like promos and stuff written down for him, but once the WWE just kind of stepped back and let him, Xavier King, up, down, down, King Woods, and Sir Kofi Kingston, like they let them have the reins of like their promos and career, it took off.
Yeah.
And that's what I wish like the WWE would see with some of their talent. Like a lot of the talent are brilliant men and women, and they understand like them and their character. And I sometimes wish that the WWE would kind of have more of a standoff approach. The product would be so much better if they just kind of stood off.
Yeah. But like he also said, though, he said there's a lot of money now. There's a lot of sponsorship. There's a lot of things that is behind them, so they can't say some stuff that they used to say or wanted to say because of that. And I think that is the double-edged sword. You can give some of these people the green light for it, but some of these other people they may take it too far.
Yeah, you're right.
And so and Vince, he micromanages a lot. Like he's trying to I even heard the story about each writer. There's writers for a specific person. Like dang, I can't remember. You know what? We'll take a quick break and I'll come back with the information about the writer. And we're back. All right, now there we go. But yeah, we were just talking about the writers. That's who I was actually talking about, trying to grab the name of the creative writer, Chris Dunn. He did an interview with the Universal Wrestling Podcast, and he was one of the writers for Bianca Belair. And actually, he did writing segments for R-Truth too. So, yeah. So,
R-Truth is funny in of itself.
Yeah. He actually like had his little input with the whole Brock Lesnar. I guess that's who did the bet with Paul Heyman, saying that he could make Brock Lesnar laugh. But yeah, Vince micromanages, and he gets individual writers to work with specific people on the roster to help develop characters and everything. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But yeah, I agree with you that if he gives some of these stars chances, say keep it within the confines of this, and then I think they will go good. Like I think that he might be letting the role have some say in what they're doing because of everything that is going on outside of just the wrestling world with their music and how they stay responsible in it. They're not really promoting like murder, death, kill, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. So I
don't know about murder. For sure, Goldberg was talking about that a couple weeks ago.
I mean,
yeah.
Goldberg, he could. I had a joke. I'm gonna.
Don't do it.
All right. I'm gonna have to shut up on that. But yeah.
But you also got to remember, like, that last individual who was fired when she went on the podcast and was like, yeah, I know nothing about wrestling. Da, 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 da. I didn't know who the main character. She got Bobby Lashley's name wrong. He was the champion at the time. Yeah. So not everybody that is on the writing staff understands wrestling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
And that was where I was trying to be diplomatic and say sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. I mean, some people are fans and some people are there to get a check. So
get a check.
Yeah. Was there anything else that happened outside of the wrestling world? I mean, outside of the actual ring?
I keep seeing like snippets of like John Moxley's new book.
Oh,
like excerpts.
I saw he talking about Vince and how I think like he knew when he was done.
Yeah. Like 6 months before, he's like, April, I'm out of here. 5 months ago, 4 months ago, I was like, okay. He just kept telling Renee, I'm out of here.
I mean, man, you get burnt out because that's every week thing for the whole year.
Oh yeah, you could definitely see it on his face when he was there. Like right before he left, like
so much talent that I don't know why people don't start recycling their people. Like you can make all your people stars by just now giving people breaks, like letting them just rest and heal, instead of having the same people who are back there at catering be back there at catering. No, put them on TV, put them in the like something.
Like Ricochet. Get my man Ricochet on TV.
We need Ricochet. Okay, he's such an athletic, like tremendous talent that is so just wasted so badly.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. My boy.
Yeah.
Like he could definitely have been a multi-time intercontinental or United States champion.
Oh yeah. I think he was U.S. champ once. But.
Yeah, he was. And it was like, they're giving him a chance. Vince McMahon didn't like that.
Yeah. And that was another interesting thing about Big E's interview. He was saying, they got some people that they want to push, but he said the fans dictate who. You see that? The fan dictates who's going to help dictate who's going to be.
How bad try to bury Daniel Bryan when he was there? How bad did they try to bury Daniel Bryan when he was there?
Yeah, they tried to say.
Like, how bad are they messing up Bianca Belair? How badly do they mess up just people? It's not always the fans, because the fans will tell you who they like.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, people are like, it's not us, it's the WWE. Like, they will push who they want.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I actually heard a couple of interviews about when if some wrestlers getting over organically and the writers not liking it.
Yeah.
Like that's
the same thing what happened with Zack Ryder.
Yeah.
He got over organically on the internet and they didn't like that. So they buried him every time he got any like semblance of hope. Mm-hmm. He won, hit the title at WrestleMania. What happened? He lost it the next day. Yep. He got into the storyline with Eva Marie. What happened? Kane and Cena happened. You know.
Yeah.
He finally got to a tag team back with Curtis Hawkins. What happened? They fumbled the bag.
Yeah. WWE just got to get their shit together. They really do. Like, because it's all right. I shouldn't be, as a wrestling fan that is getting back into wrestling, the casual fan, I shouldn't be praising fucking AEW this much while always trying to give the benefit of the doubt to WWE. Well, maybe, because I have probably been the most defensive of WWE out of us three. Hey, I mean, y'all got history, you got experience, CT, and Chris, you got the knowledge of seeing it happen over and over again.
I tried, man. I'm trying. I'm trying.
And, yeah, so
I'm slowly starting to like actually want to watch wrestling.
Man, it's amazing, man. I've been mad. Stuff has been happening these lags. Well, I haven't been mad because it's been all fun, but I've been missing.
That's like what's going on in wrestling right now has been getting me like excited to watch again. The other reason why I don't watch is just because I constantly like, I want to do it so much. I want to get back in the ring. I can't
get that itch.
Yeah. I was like, I just want to smack somebody in the face and them smack me back. And then I'm like, that's masochistic or whatever.
But let me ask you this. Is it the injuries that is stopping you?
Yes.
And there
I think I've said this before. I hadn't wrestled for like 2 years now, but back in like 2 years ago, I was taking a break just because my back is constantly was hurting. And I woke up one day and I couldn't breathe hardly, and I couldn't walk. And I hadn't wrestled in maybe 3 or 4 months. I hadn't been in training and God knows how long. And once that happened, I was like, all right, I can't do this anymore. Like, I want to be able to play with my kids when eventually I have them. I want to be able to play with my nieces and nephews. And I just couldn't see myself taking that much punishment on my body because people have a bump card. And when that bump card runs out, that's when you know that you're done. And I would rather stop early and be able to fix what's wrong and try to figure out what's wrong than make it worse just because I love wrestling and I want to do it. Like I decided to think with my head instead of my heart. So that's why I kind of stepped away. I kind of still want to do the manager thing, but even then, that's my if I do the manager thing, will I take a bump? It's like, well, if they need me, I'll go through a table, and I'm like, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't do that.
And this is why I kind of feel like there should be a wrestling union that, like, okay, you might not be a big superstar and all of that, but if you pay towards it, you should be able to just have this wrestling insurance where you can go and see some of the better doctors just so you can see.
I have to go to the VA.
Yeah, so the wrestling insurance, so you can go see the better doctors. No, but yeah, there should be stuff like that for workers, and they hear
the whole thing is trying to get it going because people are so they don't like change. They don't want to put their name on something in fear of retaliation. Like, there's so many different aspects to unionizing that just doesn't really get brought up.
Yeah.
Well, like union fees, like who says that we can afford the union fees?
Yeah. No, and there should be something to help with that. But I'll say this as far as because everybody is afraid to start. When the Oscars started, there was only because it started off as a union-based society. When the Oscars had started, there was only one member. He was the founder, and that was Charlie Chaplin. Do you see how big it is now?
Yeah.
but it normally just takes one, and eventually
it takes somebody that has that type of clout to really start. Like us on the indies, we can try, but without the rub from the people in the WWE, the people in AEW, people in Impact, people who actually have money and are willing to like say, yeah, there's nothing necessarily we can do. Like we can bitch and gripe all we want. We want our rights. But they can tell us, shut the fuck up, you don't get rights. Yeah, you're a contractor.
Ooh,
Contract your ass out of here.
that should be a thing. That maybe that's what it would be. Independent contractors. You will get a like instead of it just being wrestlers, let it be independent contractors. Try to
That's what everybody's been saying.
yeah, and you get the independent contractors, like get all the independent contractors to unionize to say, hey, this is going to be this one big thing, or as entertainers to see if y'all can get into the like Screen Actors Guild or whatever other unions that help with that, even if it is the unions for the people that do the lighting and the gaffing and all of that. I mean, y'all would have it would be hard for y'all to find a way to make like payments on that, but if it's a consistency and
that could take a whole lot of people out of wrestling. It's just that union fee.
Yeah.
But then again, not everyone needs to be a wrestler. But I'm not saying that.
Yeah. Then the people that really want to wrestle will find a way to get it done. But yeah,
it's hard enough just getting into training every day for some people.
Yeah. And let's bring the mood back up because
so, Chris, what's happening on How My Girlfriend Likes Our Sex Life? You know?
Whoa.
Raw. Just kidding.
Let's we can talk about that. But what we have? We had Austin Theory win by DQ because Dominic kept hitting him during the match. So
he hit feud.
Yeah, they definitely setting up something. And that was actually the first hour. It was Bianca and Becky and Austin Theory and Rey Mysterio.
The hell else they've been doing?
No, they've been wrestling. so now, yeah, it's definitely it's one of those Twilight Zone Raws. Now we got Seth Rollins, BigE, and Kevin Owens for some reason.
On the KO show?
No. Seth Rollins came out being obnoxious, like the Young Bucks, which I'm starting to like. This obnoxious Seth Rollins and the stupid laugh. He came out dancing, Fortnite dancing at that. I was like, what is this guy doing?
Wow.
Just having fun, man.
You know what? Them adding, I say, I gotta watch this tomorrow, but them adding Kevin Owens to the mix, like you saying it, I'm new BigE and Seth is gonna be, but Kevin Owens being out there for some reason is always interesting.
I think didn't BigE beat Seth Rollins for the NXT championship, so they have like story there.
I mean, that's if WWE decides to use it.
Yeah, they don't.
NXT, what's that? I heard NXT 2.0.
Oh,
I don't know what this NXT is.
Speaking of NXT, let's go ahead and talk about how, as of right now, people are thinking that NXT will no longer do takeovers. They believe
my heart.
What AEW does and just having their main show just be themed. So what do you guys think about that?
I don't like it. I'm going to miss my Johnny takeover. Now he ain't got his nickname.
I mean, he's still Johnny Wrestling, even though...
Yeah.
Are they wrestlers? Or are they...
I'm not sure.
Johnny Superstar, I don't like that.
No. I don't think that's really... I'm not sure if that's going to work for them. Like, the reason why... Well, NXT in of itself is its own brand, and they do good work for the most part. But
this is the new NXT 2.0.
My fault. NXT 2.0. But the reason why it works so well with Dynamite is because they're giving away matches that people would pay to see on
that pay-per-view.
They would pay to see on pay-per-view on television.
Right.
And it's not like, okay, these are just gonna be great matches, and because Kenny Omega is the champion, he's just gonna automatically win. Like,
right.
On TV.
I mean, for this storyline, they're not letting Kenny Omega lose. It all roads lead to Adam Page. So that's how long he was going to hold it until Hangman.
All roads leads to Adam Page versus Kenny Omega versus.
Nope, they're not doing that. They not. It's gonna.
Bryan Danielson turns heel and he battles.
He's going to turn heel at some point. But
he in that Kingston match, he definitely has some heel tendencies. Yeah. He pushed the ref out the way.
He is the Caucasian Samoan, or the Caucasian submission machine.
Yeah. But no, but with AEW Dynamite, at any moment, if the story is not the long game, anybody can lose a belt. And that's the excitement of it with all of that. Like with NXT, anybody can lose their belt on regular TV, but it's not like it's the mega matches where you're not seeing. Well, you're seeing Kenny Omega versus Orange Cassidy, and Orange Cassidy actually has a chance. Like, it feels different.
Well, also, Rachel Gonzalez is supposedly moving up to the main roster because she had a couple dark matches against Toni Storm. But go back to what you're saying.
Yeah,
Lord.
But yeah, so we've seen that where championship titles, and not just like the TNT title, but actual championship titles on AEW change hands on Dynamite, and we've all looked like this. Did that just happen? Like we've been like that on there. So when they do their blood and guts or whatever theme show that they have, it's like, oh snap, this is an event. This is like Fyter Fest. This is an event. We've seen Lance Archer beat Jon Moxley for the Japan title. Like we've seen that at Fyter Fest on a regular Dynamite. Like this, it was
beating Kenny Omega for the Impact Championship.
Yeah, so. Like this is so when they do it, it's like, okay. For the hardcore wrestlers to NXT, yeah, that probably works because
NXT 2.0.
NXT 2.0, that probably works because a lot of hardcore fans been following a lot of these people. But for the casual fans, it's like, okay, Halloween Havoc on NXT 2.0. Okay.
Well, that's also because NXT, like the crowd is the same crowd every week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it's in one centralized location, so it's the same people just coming back to the same events. And yeah.
So yeah, they know they've been trained well.
Yeah.
They've been trained very well.
So yeah. So I
shout out to JC Chain and the rest of Toxic Attraction on their clean sweep.
Yeah.
Oh, and Imperium on winning the NXT Tag Team Championships.
Our titles changed on Halloween Havoc.
So, I mean, I think that I hope that it will work, but
yeah,
casual fan is like, Halloween Havoc on NXT. Man, I wish WWE really did a real Halloween Havoc. Like, so yeah. But that's how I feel.
Look, just give me 4 takeovers a year. That's all I want.
This NXT 2.0 talk is now going to be shifted to how they can make war games epic. Now hear me out. You know how they have NXT 2.0 and they have NXT UK. All I'm saying is 4 people, or not even 4, a couple people from NXT 2.0 goes over to NXT UK and they start a kerfuffle. Yeah, I'm talking hitting and smacking and kicking and biting and maybe a little bit of blood. And that's how it starts. And then, my friends, we have two different war games. We have a men's war games and a women's war games. But here's the kicker. We do this from two different places. We have one in Orlando, the other one in the UK. We have, I would say, the men's war games in the UK. Then we have the women's in America. Okay, I'm gonna stop using this voice.
I'm saying it sounds like it hurt.
And then they could have since they're doing it, they usually do it around Survivor Series time. They could still have like NXT 2.0 champion, NXT champion versus NXT UK champion. Have that like in one of the venues, and then have the women's match together. So it still plays off of the whole Survivor Series, but it's more of a war games, and it gives NXT their own style, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
And that way it's like, and then you don't have to show the initial like people from NXT going over on TV. You just like drop that on Instagram and Twitter and just get people talking about, oh, what's happening? It's like, oh, you want to know what's happening? Find out on Wednesday on NXT. And then that's when you get the whole tit for tat. Or it's like you get people to do a tour over in the UK. But yeah, a couple of you guys go over there, a couple of you guys come over here. Let's mix and mingle. Let's open our, I guess, WWE Forbidden Door. Let's call it that.
Yes. Saying when I was saying they got it like Apple, everything is in that one spot. If they just use it, because War Games, shoot, you could probably drag out War Games for a year, depending on how you want to do it. People taking over on different things. Like it could be a year thing that leads up to this one crescendo of a pay-per-view. And I think a lot of people would love that and would accept the fact that, okay, some of these events, Bash at the Beach, Halloween Havoc, or whatever they decide to use, yeah, we can accept them being on regular TV because I know it's all leading up to this one thing where it means something.
But then with WWE, they have such bad 50-50 booking. Like, oh, this person's going to win. Oh, the next week, the next person's going to win. So it's not really like, oh, well, this person can lose at any time to this person. Or, oh, wow, there's no clean finish. Everybody just wins with the roll-up or DQ or distraction. There's no, like, clean. Uno, dos, tres.
Yeah, there's no clean wins.
But that could definitely help out, like, NXT UK, because I don't know too much about NXT UK. I sometimes watch some of their stuff on YouTube when I see it, but with not having Peacock or anything, I don't necessarily watch their product. And that could just be a way that the non-casual WWE fans, but oh, there's Walter.
Yeah.
He comes back. Ilvanov Dragunov.
Dragunov. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. It's whoever else they have.
Tyler Bate, Trent Seven.
Yeah, bring Bobby Dar back. Have him be like, yo, I'm pick you guys. I've been there before. I know how they think. Blah, 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 blah.
Man, I just wait. I'm going to give a round of applause. Chris, being a hardcore fan, to just give us NXT names like you saying them, and I'm like, okay, you just rounding them off. And I know that you're watching Raw, so you're not looking at your phone and grabbing it.
Yeah, I'm not.
What's happening on Raw right now?
Yeah.
What we got? Rhea Ripley and Nikki Ash versus Queen.
Zelina.
Yeah, Queen Zelina and Carmella tag match.
Okay, so they are using Carmella for her. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's weird, but sure.
Really
and I think the main event is Kevin Owens versus Big E. Non-title match.
Not bad.
I think that's for tonight.
Okay.
So yeah, Raw moving somewhere.
All right. Now that
anything else that we need to bring up?
I mean, we still haven't talked about wrestling. We haven't talked about Dynamite and all the stuff that happened on there.
Okay.
I think the biggest thing coming out of Dynamite might have been
everybody upset about the Ghostbusters thing.
Was that Dynamite?
Yeah, that was Dynamite.
Are people like, why did they come out as Ghostbusters? Because word is they're supposed to come out as people from the Squid Games, but
I like the Ghostbusters thing. It kind of fit the egos, I guess.
Yeah.
Plus, they be doing Ghostbuster bits on Me and the Elite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, that was amazing.
But no, wasn't Malachi and Cody last week?
Right.
They had a match that Cody ended up winning, but then some stuff. So it's basically Andrade and Malachi Black versus Pac and Cody Rhodes. They're doing some type of tag team match at the pay-per-view, probably.
Yeah, because we got Cody versus Andrade on Dynamite this week.
That's gonna be a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
for extremely good workers, and maybe they can finally get Cody over as a babyface. Just kidding.
I mean, he's not gonna listen. They keep pushing this. Oh, that's what you weren't here for that, and I want to talk about that. Yeah, Cody. It is definitely the hero's journey. He is not going to turn heel. This is the hero.
Yeah, he said that.
He keeps saying it because they want you to feel like at some point he's going to break. But this is the hero's journey. This is Act 2. This is the Empire Strikes Back. Things have gone wrong. He got small victories, but still his world is in shambles. This is before he has all those battle scars to help realize who he is, and he's going to be the hero again, and he's going to be ruthless like Luke in Return of the Jedi.
But I mean, with him not ever being able to go for the AEW championship, where does this lead to?
Oh no, this leads back to him getting back to the championship because
he said that he'd never win it. So then that's him turning heel.
No. The reign of MJF is going to be the end of Act 2. This is the long game that I've been talking about for years. The reign of MJF is going to bring Cody back, and MJF arrogant ass is going to give him a title shot. That's when he wins it. That is the final Return of the Jedi, Act 3.
I say he just embraces the American nightmare.
Oh, no. But see, that's what I'm saying. The American nightmare is him realizing who he is, but the American nightmare is not a heel. He's not going to be a heel. He's just going to be a ruthless face. He's going to be like Moxley, but less psychotic. Okay? He's going to be like, I done lost friends. I done lost my W. I'm only an EVP by name only. I done lost this, that, the third. People said that I'm going Hollywood. I thought this would be the American, but in fact, this is the American nightmare, and that is going to be the realization of, he's a badass face. And that's when MJF is going to actually lose the title, because I think that after Adam Page, is going to be MJF in his journey, because he's doing the why haven't I won a title? Like, he's on that. So I think that this is the start of that. So yeah.
Man, asking Cody to turn heel is like asking Cena to turn heel. Ain't going to happen.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I know that I'm all over the place. I have a question. How does Seth Rollins feel knowing that he's not considered the man in his relationship?
Man, ask him that. Ask me.
I believe in equality, so women can let my woman make more money than me. Go boo, go boo. hey, go you. I'll be at home with the kids, but don't worry about that. Go get your money, baby. I got the kids. Look at the house. Stay at home, dad.
But Becky is literally known as the man. So even his relationship, she's known as the man.
I mean, it takes it just takes a, what word am I thinking of?
Secure.
Yeah, there we go. A secure man to be like, yeah, my wife is the top at the top. Who am I to like block that shine? That just is extremely petty of someone who would want to block their shine. And it would show that they have little cojones. They are not a real man if they cannot hold up their woman as she is striving for greatness.
We're not talking about money. We're talking about the fact that she is known as the man. And he should be called the woman. I think Seth should be known as the woman. Or he could try to make it the whoa man. But yeah, I just thought that was hilarious that Becky is called the man all the time. And Seth is just right there laughing. But yeah, sorry, that was just a little humor for me. I know that.
Oh, my boy Chad Gable. What's going on here?
Shorty G?
Nah. Chad Gable. I don't know what Shorty G is. That's a terrible gimmick.
That was dumb. That was that dumb creative shit that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It don't work.
Like, he's an Olympic gold medalist. You should have made him Kurt Angle's son, you freaking noobs.
Yeah, oh my God. Well, Yep.
That storyline can still be going, and he kind of looks like his son.
Yeah. He looks like he could be Kurt Angle's son. I think I'll make this Gabe Stevenson the next Kurt Angle.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel them putting, if Chad is still there once Gabe gets there, I can see them putting them together.
Yeah.
I miss American Alpha. Anyway.
What else? Rampage. I missed that altogether. Wait, was there anything else on AEW anybody wanted to talk about?
They had, wasn't that where Daniel Bryanson and Eddie Kingston wrestled?
Yeah, Rampage, yep.
Oh no, okay.
Actually, yeah.
What about Dynamite?
Lance Archer and his.
Woo, I hope he gets better.
Yeah, I follow him on Twitter, and he's just been so appreciative of all the prayers, and he's saying that he's okay. But
yeah,
I saw that and I was worried because he's one of my favorite new wrestlers right now. And I say this every time. I got a chance to hang out with his family when I went to at Fighter Fest, where he won John Moxley. Goddamn right. But no.
I see that as like the same situation when Brock Lesnar hit his head trying to do the shooting star.
Yeah. A lot of people said the same thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's rough.
He probably just had a slight stinger like I had when I hit my head on a Hurricane Rana.
Yeah.
Yeah. They say he got up and walked to the back on his own, so.
Yeah. So if he's not feeling better, I want him to get better. I'm sending healing vibes.
Yes.
Heal this man. What else happened on Dynamite that's I mean, it was the CM Punk Bobby Fish fight. that was just a good wrestling match. It was a really good wrestling.
Yeah, it was good.
Just
not too bad.
Bunch of good wrestlers wrestling.
That's all EW is, good wrestling.
I mean, I did like how they ended the Eddie Kingston match, which then is slightly leading up to CM.
Oh man!
But then, here's another kicker. Oh, guess who's friends with Eddie Kingston? John Moxley. Guess who's could work with his tag team with CM Punk? Bryan Danielson.
Oh my God. I can't wait.
Where they're going to have CM Punk versus Eddie Kingston. They're going to have a tag team match. That's going to be on the Wednesday before. Spoiler
before Full Gear.
Hey,
spoiler alert.
Tony, make that happen. Sorry,
that would be a show that they would want to put on Dynamite, but it's like, no, be petty.
Put it on Rampage. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, for the love of God. Put it on Dynamite. Stop.
And then WWE can go, we're gonna do it. We're gonna try this new 30 minutes again, and then they get blown out of the water.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Okay, so the week before Full Gear, on either on Rampage or Dynamite, that's when they're going to have the Cody Rhodes Pop versus Andre and Malachi. And then one isn't on Dynamite. The next one's going to be on Rampage with the Mox and Bryan Danielson. Calling it now. Hot take.
After that hot take, we'll be right back.
Hot take.
Okay. And Chris just left. He'll be back soon. He probably has something else happen. But
no.
I know. Let me actually send this back to him.
Want to take over? BigE, ROH, Rampage, SmackDown, Dynamite.
I have no idea what that was. All right. There we go.
I mean, what did you think about SmackDown in that? Are you connecting the audio? Can you hear us? Yeah,
I'm here. I hit the wrong button. Fat finger.
What did you guys think about the $1 million, fine? But Brock Lesnar.
Lord. I don't know.
He ain't gonna.
I see a tweet. Somebody said, so it's just one night's pay, one night's worth of pay. I was like, yeah, there you go.
No, he's
take the night off here, go back to hunting.
$1 million for an appearance. So that's just half of his purse.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
He don't care.
He don't care.
Yeah, they just trying to drag this out to WrestleMania. They ain't slick.
Well, no, supposedly what people think they're going to do is wait till the Royal Rumble and bring them back then.
But have him win the Rumble?
We'll wait. Let's get past Survivor Series. That's like these jerk-offs who go from Halloween to Christmas. Not remembering that we still have another holiday that has the best food, and Christmas is just the baby back bitch of the holidays, and their food is just regurgitated Thanksgiving food.
Nah,
I agree.
You are wrong on that, sir. You are wrong on that.
The only difference is eggnog and peppermints.
No. All right. Thanksgiving is one big meal celebrating the colonization and the deaths of millions of Native Americans.
Lord, okay.
Is a holiday that celebrates a crazy white man giving gifts to kids. There's a difference.
Man, breaking and entering.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gifts.
that's kind of like pedophilia right there. But I mean, whatever.
Yeah. Trail of Tears is not Thanksgiving. All right, but
Hey, look, okay, I might not celebrate the actual Thanksgiving, but I still like eat that food.
oh no, the food is awesome. And
And like some cheese, greens.
thanks to my wife, we have 2 different meals, one for Thanksgiving and one for Christmas. And if y'all already know, then y'all probably came to my house. But if y'all didn't, I wouldn't invite y'all because I wasn't trying to share. So
This guy.
yeah. Why do you think I moved to Texas?
Never mind, we're gonna talk about that.
Yeah, people, yeah. Smackdown. Yeah. What happened? Didn't it was this SmackDown that Kofi got knighted, right?
Yes.
Oh man, that was a beautiful moment.
Which then they're bringing back the Usos and the New Day. I mean, they're going to have a banger of a match, but I was kind of hoping Xavier would get somewhat of a push.
I think that he got something in the works. I don't think that he fought for this and made this happen just to get it, just to be like, oh yeah, we New Day and Usos. Again, I think that there's some more in the works. And especially after y'all telling me all the history of the New Day and how they just had control and hearing all that, I'm pretty sure Vince was like, all right, I'm letting you have the reins, whatever it is that you want to do. Because even
Hopefully.
I swear to you, if he does the family versus the royal family, having like Hit Row being part of the night, I'm just on my shit, just thinking like, God, this boy is too good. The family versus the royal family, you know how entertaining that would be? Yeah, I'm sorry, but that's my mind running through there.
Or just Hit Row versus the family in general.
Yeah. I think
they are giving they want to give I forget his name. It's not B-Fab, Top Dollar. Mm-hmm. They want to give Top Dollar a singles push, but it's still Swerve's team.
Yeah, I think that he's starting to step out as even though it's still Swerve's team, he's stepping out as the face of, you know, that group. I mean,
it likes big guys, and Top Dollar's a big guy.
Yeah, but I didn't know Top Dollar, like, I wasn't know hip to Hit Row, and then I find out Hit Row gets drafted. Then Top Dollar makes a diss song. I've seen a couple music. I'm like, oh snap. Top is probably my dude in this right now because he light skinned, he got the most talent. You know how that goes.
Dog entertainment.
Yeah, but yeah, so here I think they got something big for Hero, and with Xavier Woods having them in that moment, I think that he got something in store for them too, which would be beautiful if black wrestlers helping a group of black wrestlers get up while he's still like heading towards his prime of whatever he's got going on. So I think that would be amazing.
Oh my God.
What happened?
Speaking of a banger, Finn Balor and Chad Gable just had I wish they went longer, but that was a pretty good match.
Nice.
That's good.
Chad Gable is so underrated. Good God, man.
So small.
It's almost
just fine.
I was the type of person when I wrestled where people were like, oh, you shouldn't do this because this person's small. No, I've seen a small person knock out a big person. I've seen like people be able to squat a lot. So why couldn't someone who is shorter than me be able to pick me up?
Right.
Like, unless they were like a toothpick, then yeah, I understand. But there was a guy who, Ariel Dominguez, he is a former high school wrestling Wrestler, there we go. He even won a state championship in wrestling. So when we would wrestle each other, people were like, "Oh, why are you doing this, that, and the third?" It's like, yo, he's a good wrestler.
Yeah,
Like, he's a legit wrestler. He's going to know how to take someone down no matter how big their size is. Yeah, I will have like a size advantage and I can know how to use my weight, but this dude was strong as hell. So if he would pick me up and slam me, that's because he could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm all about like not necessarily caring. Like obviously Rey Mysterio would never pick up the Big Show. I understand.
Right. Yeah. But yeah. But no, what was I about to say? Oh. We almost 2 hours in a Raw and we had 3 wrestling matches. And that was pretty much it. There's been no major promos. It's been 3 matches. It's been almost hours of
The only like real promo was the BigE, Seth Rollins, and Kevin Owens. Yeah.
So yeah, that was kind of crazy.
Who won the Carmella Zelina match?
Oh yeah,
Zelina and Carmella. Sorry.
Yeah, the Queen.
Does Zelina pin Nikki Ash?
How'd you know?
Because they're not going to have Rhea Ripley get pinned by someone that small.
Yeah.
So do you think they're going to give the tag team titles to the most beautiful woman in the WWE and the Queen, Zelina and Carmella?
I mean,
I won't doubt it.
I think that would actually be like how you said, throwing her into the women's championship would just like kill the fact of her being queen.
Mm-hmm.
I think her being tag champions adds to the accolade.
And then eventually Carmella turns on her. Or no, they'll probably have Zelina turn on Carmella.
Yeah. I don't like that lazy writing. But anyway, what else happened on SmackDown? Oh, what else happened?
What happened on SmackDown?
Charlotte promo, which then Shotzi came out and they turned somebody who was babyface heel, even though they need more babyface women, whatever. Humberto Carrillo and them got involved with Shinsuke and Rick Boogs. So who knows if they're joining Baron, Happy Corman, and Mocap Moss.
Mocap. Madcap.
Yeah.
Mocap.
Or if they're just going to do they could all honestly, no, because Shinsuke has Intercontinental title. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with these people.
Yeah. You know, one thing I am enjoying on SmackDown that's not just Roman is this Naomi and
Sonya.
Yeah.
Because they're slowly trying to get Sonya back to being like a wrestler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they just giving Naomi the underdog story, and I like it.
Okay.
So she lost to Shayna Baszler because Sonya showed up as the ref instead of being in the match.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that.
Yep. Then we got the Usos versus the New Day. New Day won.
Yeah.
And then I think that was it.
Let's Rose up there. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's this clip on I gotta find it on Twitter.
Oh, I remember seeing that.
Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman getting tagged in.
Yeah.
It's like a dark taping.
Yeah, or a live event. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, that was funny.
I think
he got in the ring and they just tripped. They rolled out. Roman just looking at him like, "What are you doing, man?"
Ass, and then he had to roll out just to get the he deserves.
Yes.
Right. With that being said, I don't think we have much to talk about anymore. We are going to go to the Indie Wrestler of the Week. And today's Indie Wrestler of the Week.
He flexing the car.
Yeah, did I hit my elbow on my computer over here? Don't worry about that.
The Indie Wrestler of the Week goes to my man, the Wolfie Deadbeat, Wolf Taylor. Wolf has been wrestling for 6 years. He is from the slums of Daytona, Florida. He likes riding Harleys and picking fights. His favorite wrestler is Stone Cold Steve Austin. You can find him at No Peace Underground. So if you like death matches, you'll find him there. His finisher is the Whiskey Throttle, and you can find him on Twitter, IG, and the TikTok at Wolfie Deadbeat. And if you want to get a hold of him or you want to book him for shows, you can hit him up at wolfentaylor@gmail.com. We will be putting all of his information in the bios for our Twitter, Instagram, and all that. So definitely hit him up if you want a great wrestler who understands his character and understands like everything about wrestling. Definitely hit up Wolf Taylor. He's your guy, and tell him that CT sent you, and he'll probably say, "Okay, and my rate is this."
I like it.
Is there any events that anybody know about that's going on? I've seen something and I've tried to save it, but it didn't save. So I'm trying to see if there was.
Let me see what.
I think so.
Ooh. Give me a second. Oh no! Remember, guys, on Sunday, daylight savings time, so your clock's back an hour. You get an extra hour of sleep, everybody.
Hey.
Yeah. Fall back.
Extra hour to drink. What?
Man. I don't want to talk about drinking. It is weird.
Man, I remember I used to work nights on Sundays. Then that Sunday, it go from, what was it, 2 o'clock back to 1. I'm like, man, I got to be here an extra hour.
Yes.
No more.
Wrestling show. Pro Wrestling Action is having a show this Sunday, and it will be, looking it up, in Sanford, Florida. If you're in the Sanford, Florida area, please go and show some love to your indie wrestling. Got to remember, people like Chico Adams will be on the show. You will have Marina, who she is another upcoming woman talent. She's been on NXT, AEW, and a few other places. There's a lot of people. So definitely go check them out if you get the chance.
Okay. All right. And I want to tell y'all to check out Enjoy Wrestling on YouTube. This webpage this YouTube channel is very unique in the sense of I watched a couple of episodes and they run like it's a TV series, like it's a drama. They have like cutscenes and all this other stuff where like in the end of season 1, I can't remember the names. My memory is bad. But in season 1, one of the challengers for this tournament stole the championship belt. So, and like how that was like the cliffhanger for season 1, and they actually get it back in season 2. They got another tournament going on, but they got a new series called Night Moves. I haven't had a chance to check that out yet, but I wanted to share that with y'all because it was like, oh shoot, this was different. This was like entertaining. It's feeling a little sitcom-ish or TV drama-ish with the enjoyment of actual wrestling. So yeah, shout out to Enjoy Wrestling on YouTube. Check them out. They're trying to get everything up and going. They're doing some good work over there.
Well, definitely give them a little look at on YouTube when I get the chance.
Yeah.
Anything else? Anything else on Raw that needs to be mentioned?
Thing from Rampage, because we didn't talk about them.
What else?
Did we
talked about Rampage.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had the match at Abaddon. Yeah. Britt Baker and Abaddon.
And hell yeah, people were walking out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we touched everything. Hey.
On a special Monday edition.
This was better than last week's episode. And I don't know what was going on with that. It was just distraction after distraction after distraction.
That's life.
Yeah. And then my dog coming in, and I could have sworn I heard Jim Ross says, "And Ace is coming to the ring." Yeah, this is crazy. Like, I thought that. But we are going to finish out this episode. CT, let them know where you can be found.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter with _X_Negus. Definitely hit me up there. I'm always down to talk wrestling, talk anime, I don't care. I just want to talk to somebody. I'm lonely. Please stop. Yeah, that's where you can find me. Chris?
Yeah, you can find me at on Twitter at chaos_prince245. And I'm trying to get my Instagram up this week.
Yeah.
I had one. I just gotta remember how to get back into it.
All right.
But yeah, I'll have that next week. Hopefully. No promises.
Well, you can find me at Late Bloomer. That's L8 number 8 Bloomer _Audi on Instagram. So again, let me say it one more time. Late L the number 8 Bloomer on _Audi on Instagram. You can find me Late Bloomer Audi on Twitter. I've got to change that handle too. And you can see some of my videos. Oh, I'm gonna have some more videos on my YouTube channel, Late Bloomer Audi. You can check that out.
You can also listen to this podcast on Apple Music, iHeartRadio, Spotify, probably on the podcast app that I have. I'm gonna check that out. And we will have a video up on Audi's YouTube.
No, we actually got a Late Bloomers. The Late Bloomers present the 3 Not So Wise Men talking YouTube channel. That is up. That is running. Y'all can head there, like, comment, share, subscribe, all those good things. I think
Tell people about us. We just wanna be loved. All right, I'm not singing fucking Justin Bieber.
Yeah. All right, so this is another episode of 3 Not So Wise Men talking wrestling. We are glad that you stopped by and listened to us as we talk nonsense and gibberish about wrestling.
Deviate from conversation.
Yeah, as we did horrible.
That's how sucky the Beatles are. Trash ass.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him with some conversation after this. But no, if nobody told you, we want to let you know that we love you. We're happy for you. We're glad that you made us a part of your life. If you're hearing this, thank you. We want
you and giving us a shot, and thank you for making it to the end of our podcast.
Yeah, and we also want you to continue to do what it is that you love, and that's watching wrestling. All right.
Even if it's Raw.
Even if it's Raw, even though they're doing 5 wrestling matches in 2 hours with no filler.
And it doesn't matter if you're a pro AEW or pro WWE. Just go watch wrestling.
Yes.
And just have good.
Yeah, go watch wrestling, game changing wrestling, Imagine Wrestling,
Generation Championship Wrestling,
yeah.
some other wrestling. I'm trying to tell people, I'm like, yo, tell me your wrestling stuff, and I'll.
Yeah, people. I try to get people to answer the question for the rest of the week. I just want people to be on here, and they just haven't responded. But it's cool.
People respond. We're trying to be like help out. We're trying to help.
We want to get y'all. We want to get y'all known. We want to get y'all out there. Again, shout out to Dirty Hills Wrestling. Dirty Hill Podcast. They've been doing some good stuff in the events. Again, shout out to Universal Wrestling Pod. They've been doing some the interviews that they've been doing that's been good. Wrestling. I've been watching a lot of
wrestling.
Yeah.
Shout out to What Culture, because that's where I get most of my wrestling from.
Man, I love World Culture. Simon Miller, you big bald head idiot. I love you, man. Give this podcast an up, Yeah. So, but no, we love all y'all. We're happy to be in this wrestling podcast community, universe, or whatever you want to call it, the metaverse. And we just want to keep on being a part of it. So please enjoy us. Talk to us. We would love to talk to y'all. If you want to share your information, please just get in contact with us. We don't bite. We're very friendly. Well, CT might bite.
I don't bite.
Okay.
I'm not allowed to anymore.
Okay.
No. See, well, there you go.
There you go. Hey, leash on. So, yeah, so we are out. We'll see y'all next week.
Yep. Have a good one.
Take it easy.